Oh, hello there. You want to hear about Phillis Wheatley? Wait, come back! So, Phillis Wheatley. She's so popular, right? Whatever. It doesn't really matter anyway. Anyhow, let's get started. This is Phillis Wheatley. She was born in West Africa, but shortly after she was born, she was captured and brought to Boston, Massachusetts. She was enslaved by John and Susanna Wheatley, which is also where she got her name. Phillis Wheatley got her first name from the ship that she arrived on, the Phillis, and her last name from her owners, the Wheatleys. The Wheatleys saw the preciousness of Phillis, so although not excluding her from her chores as a slave, they taught her how to read and write. As a child, she quickly learned English and then moved on to harder languages, such as Greek and Latin, and she quickly became a prodigy. As a teen, Phillis Wheatley published her first poem, On Messrs. Hussey and Coffin, which I will read to you now. On Messrs. Hussey and Coffin, did fear and danger so perplex your mind, as made you fearful of the whistling wind? Was it not Boreas knit his angry bow against you, or did consideration bow? To lend you aid, did not his winds combine to stop your passage with a churlish line? Did haughty Elos with contempt look down, with the aspect windy and a studied frown? Regard them not, the great supreme, the wise intend for something hidden from our eyes. Suppose the groundless gulf had snatched away Hussey and Coffin to the raging sea. Where would they go? Where would be their abode? Would the supreme and independent God, or made their beds down in the shades below, where neither pleasure nor content can flow? To heaven their souls with eager rapture soar, enjoy the bliss of him they would adore. Had the soft gliding streams of grace been near, some favorite hope their fainting hearts to cheer, doubtless fear the danger far had fled, no more repeated victory crowned their heads. Now, I'm not very smart, so I couldn't really tell you what this meant, but, I have a phone, so... And after hundreds of hours of research, I've come to the conclusion that the poem is about faith, morality, and the power of God. Phillis Wheatley did not become popular until 1770, the publication of her poem titled An Elegiac Poem on the Death that Celebrated Divine George Whitefield. This poem made Phillis Wheatley very well known. In 1778, Phillis Wheatley would marry a black freedman named John Peters. Together they would have 3 kids, all of which sadly died. Sadly, Phillis Wheatley would die at the ripe age of 31 in December 5th, 1784. Well, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the one-of-a-kind Phillis Wheatley trading card. Goodbye!